Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be doing another book haul. I said in my last book haul that there were going to be some books that were already on their way to my house, so these will be those books. I'm not going to film them in any particular order because I'm just going to film them as they come, and so my hair might change, but I'm going to wear the same shirt, so tricks of the trade. I did, however, go to a used bookshop in my town, which was way better than the one that I have been to before, so it was huge. I need to go back once I have educated myself a little bit more about some older fantasy or some other mystery thriller books that I want, because they had so many books there, so I really want to go back. But while I was there, I did pick up a couple of things. I picked up another copy of Peter Pan because, I don't know, it was a really pretty edition. I don't know why I have so many copies of Peter Pan. I did enjoy it, but it's not like my favorite thing in the world, but it had the red pages on the top, so I just thought it was really cool, and it also is illustrated, and so yeah, I wanted to pick it up. And then they also had The Hound of the Baskervilles by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle there in the same edition, so it has the nice leather binding and then it has blue pages on top. So now I have both of these. They're really pretty, so I bought them, and they were like $3. And then there was a $10 minimum for using your credit card or something. So I ended up picking up Different Seasons by Stephen King. This is the UK cover, so I don't really know how this ended up there, but it's a little bit damaged. I figured I wanted to read, I think, the first short story in this book, and I bought it as a hardcover, and then it ended up being a library copy. It was like this big, but it was still hardcover, so I was really disappointed in that. So I figured I'd pick it up for like $2 and read it and keep it and add it to my Stephen King collection, which is over here. Then I came home today to this package. I have no idea what this is, and it is rattling, so I really want to open it, and that's basically why I'm doing this part right now instead of waiting for everything else, because I want to know what the jingling is. I think it's buttons, but I don't know. I have no idea who this is from. I mean, it's from a publisher, but I don't know what's going to be inside. Oh my gosh! So Tor sent me the final copy of the Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, The Dark Talent, the last book in the series. I've actually already read the arc that they sent me because I was so excited. I filmed the book haul and then I immediately started reading it and finished it within that day. So I am so excited to have all 5 books. Let me go get them. So now I have all 5 final hardcover editions from the new editions that are illustrated by Haley Lazo. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be doing a full series review on this. It's going to be non-spoiler, but that is going to be one of the next videos that I film. So I'm happy that I got the final book, and I am going to just be talking about this series in general, and then I'll talk about which ones are my favorites and which ones were less so my favorites. And I'm also going to be talking about this challenge that I'm going to be doing in 2017. So look forward to that video, but thank you so much, Tor. Let me see what else is in this box. Okay, so then it also had a button in there, which is what I thought. And it is just an Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, the Dark Talent button, which is so cool. I need to get something where I can put all of my bookish buttons on. I'm not sure what I want to do. Maybe I'll just get a big length of cloth and I'll just put all the buttons on there because I have a fair number now. And okay, look forward to my review on this. So I just ran away to read the final copy of the ending of the story because, if we're being honest, I read the arc and I wasn't very happy with the arc, honestly. I ended up giving it 4 stars because it was my least favorite in the series because of reasons which I will not go into. I just reread the last 4 chapters as well as all of the things in the back. So if you read this book, if you read the series, please read until the last page of the book because of reasons which I will not get into. So I'll be going more over my feelings on this book and the series as a whole in my review. It's one of my favorite middle grade series ever, so let that be known. But, oh my gosh, like, that's like, okay. I can't even really speak well about this book, so now I have to go rethink my rating and everything because I read the arc and it wasn't finished, and then I rated it, and then I read this, which is the finished copy, so now I need to rethink things, so yeah. Moving on. So next book I got is My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Fredrik Backman. I think that's how you say that. I got this book with BookTube tours, so I'll leave a link down in the description to all of the things for BookTube tours if you're interested in joining up and anything like that. I don't sign up for many of the tours because a lot of the books I'm not super interested in, but every once in a while there is a book that I'm really interested in. For instance, this one. This one follows a little girl who is really close with her grandmother, and then once her grandmother passes away, she finds all these letters that she's written to people that she's wronged in her past, and I think the little girl goes on a journey to deliver all the letters and make peace with all of the people that her grandmother has wronged. I'm really close with my grandfather and he's not doing too hot right now, so I think that I will really be able to relate to this character a lot, and I am really excited to get into it. There's also a giveaway for this book, so I'll leave that down in the description as well. I'll be posting our review on the 11th, so look out for that. The next book is going to be Demigods and Magicians, Percy and Annabeth Meet the Canes by Rick Riordan. This is the Percy Jackson and Kane Chronicles crossover stories. So when the demigods for the Greek side and the magicians from the Egyptian series team up to fight a third evil. I'm gonna start a Myths Behind the Percy Jackson series, so after I finish the Percy Jackson series and then I'm gonna do the Kane Chronicles as well, I'll be going through this and telling the myths of these stories. The next book I got is going to be The Inquisition by Taryn Matharoo. I have the ARC and I've been really wanting the finished copy, but I didn't really want to pay for it. So when my brother was at Barnes & Noble, actually today, he ended up buying it for me. So thank you, Taryn. I love you a lot. And I'm really excited to add this to my shelf. The first book follows a boy named Fletcher who finds out that he is able to summon familiars that are called demons. And then he has to go to the summoner school, and it's just so good. Like, the first book I had a couple of problems with it, but this book I gave it 5 stars. It was so good, so definitely recommend this series. The next book is Emperor of Thorns by Marc Lowrance. This is the 3rd book in the Broken Empire series. I haven't read the first book. I actually got it for my birthday from Lainey, or maybe it's Christmas. But I saw it for $5 from Books A Million, and it didn't have a remainder mark or anything like that, so I decided to just pick it up early. I will be reading it eventually, but this will just be something that will be read probably next year sometime. Now I'm going to be opening this box from Tor. They contacted me and asked me if I would be interested in participating in a promotion for this series, and I said yes because I think it sounds really interesting. I've been wanting to spread out and read some other books that have kind of some other cultural influences, and holy moly! Okay, so when I opened it, this is what it looks like. It's a bunch of like book pages, and then the books are tied together. So it came like this. On the front here is a little some contact information, so I'm not going to show that. Oh, and it just comes with some swag, so some stickers. So what is in the box is the 3 Body Problem trilogy by Sixin. I'm so sorry, Liu. I went to look it up and I couldn't find it. There is some signed book plates which are absolutely fantastic, and I'll be able to put those in my books. And then there is some stickers which are really cool. These go along with the books. Now I'm going to open the books. I was trying to untie the ribbon, but it just slips off. So the first one, let's open it up. The wrapping paper has a bunch of physics equations on it, which I think is hilarious. So here's the first one. It's called The 3 Body Problem. This follows at the very beginning of the book. I think it is set 4 generations in the past, and then this girl watches her father being beaten to death, I think. But then the actual story is about a detective who has to enter into a reality game to figure out some suicides or something like that. I think it's like a mystery. It's set in China, so it has a lot of Chinese elements involved, and so I'm really freaking excited. It's also the winner of the Hugo Award, which is really cool, and it is translated by Ken Liu. I'll definitely be reading this sometime soon. I'm just really excited for it. And then the second book. Is The Dark Forest. So I got the first 2, and then the 3rd book is Death's End. And now I'll be able to read it and do a review for you guys, so look out for that soon. I've been meaning to read a lot more science fiction as well, so this is perfect for that. And there's all the spines. I really like the spines. They're really good. They're super colorful, so I'm down for that. The next book I got is Expiration Day by William Campbell Powell, and then I also got The River of No Return by B. Ridgway. These were both in my BookCase.Club unboxing from Cratejoy. So if you want to learn more about these 2 books, click on that because I go into more detail. And the last book that's going to be in this book calls Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman, illustrated by Chris Riddell. I really like Chris Riddell's illustrations, so I had to get the UK edition so that I could have those. The US one is illustrated by someone different. This one is about 2 children and their dad are left home by themselves, and then they run out of milk, and then the dad has to save the day and get them some milk. This is going to fulfill my read a book with a drink or food in the title, because milk is a drink. I also want to say that all of my Neil Gaiman books are all different heights. I have no idea why that is the case, but every single book that I have from Neil Gaiman is like a different height. This one is the shortest. So that's everything that I got in the month of September. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below on some of the books that I got, which ones I should prioritize. If you've read any of these, let me know your thoughts on them. I would love to know. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.